This isn't okay. Do you guys know who Nakey Jakey is? Nakey Jakey is hella funny, entertaining as hell. One of my all-time favorite YouTubers, bro. He's hella funny. His style of video is also iconic because before Nakey Jakey, there was no kind of person that made video game critiques like this. And he's also just, like I said, he's hella funny. So shout out to Nakey Jakey. He made a video on NPCs in video games. He's basically just going to talk about the history of NPCs and how stupid they are. That's Harem Barry Allen. Bring some Modelo's over or something like that. I don't know. Bring some Coronas over. I don't know. Bring whatever you want. Bring some chips. We're gonna need some chips. Noah can come too, but Noah's not really into football. Alright, let's get into this video though. NPCs in video games by Nakey Jakey. Bro, this guy's hella funny. Okay.
Traveler. Greetings, traveler. I am Jarborius. If you're looking for wares, I have plenty to sell. I will also buy your wares, even if you just stole them from me. My son! My baby son, my boy! My baby son went missing in a really awesome cave nearby. Will you find him? Oh, heavens! Not the solution I expected, but I suppose that would do. Very well.
What? What? Bro just had a kid?
Beautiful. Much better than my first. Thank you.
What the hell?
I love you.
Ew. Marry me? Oh, nah, bruh. Nah.
And here I thought you would never ask. From the moment we first shared our gaze, 30 seconds ago, I knew you were the one for me.
Damn. Divorce.
How could this be? After all we've been through and
for the whole 30
you
seconds.
So easily cast me away like some putrid little plaything. Very well. You must leave. Now. This instant. For
The little baby in the background, bro.
Only the finest wares.
NPCs in video games. Here we go, chat.
AKA non-player characters are exactly what they sound like. Any character that is not the player. It could be friend or foe or side quest giver, boy kisser, gun getter.
Hey, yo! Yo! I didn't know we were seeing some zest in this video.
Kings and queens or a kitty cat's litter. Car crash victim Keanu Reeves. The term NPC actually originates from the ancient tabletop game Dragon Dungeon, where the Dragon Master would have players interact and speak with imaginary non-player characters created, voiced, and controlled by the DM. But while these NPCs have an endless amount of interactions and potential responses thanks to the power of humans.
You know, I've always wanted to get into D&D, but it's just like so much learning and it's so much, but it also looks like so much fun. Like, bro, if you had like 4, 5, 6 friends that knew how to play D&D, knew what they were doing, and you all just sat at a table, got some snacks together, had some drinks, bro, oh my god, I feel like it would be such a good freaking time, bro. It'd be such a good time.
Human brain.
What does zesty mean? You're too young to, if you don't even know what that means, you're too young.
NPCs in video games present a really complex challenge for developers. Every single action performed by even the most insignificant NPC has to be designed and programmed and written and potentially voice acted and animated. When people pretend to be NPCs on TikTok.
Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. Yee, I'm a cowgirl. Yee, I'm a cowgirl. I'd be down for D&D. I don't know how to play though, JP. Do you know how to play? D&D Key and Peel Skid is the best. Never seen it? Never seen it?
There's a reason they do super repetitive looping movements and only say like 4 different things over and over and over. But I think certain NPCs can be pretty interesting to talk about because video games have gotten pretty clever since the days of Grandma's Atari.
Dub game, by the way.
Cool.
Alien Isolation.
Scorpion. All right, Grandma, let's get you back into the dungeon. It could be as simple as knocking on a wall in Metal Gear Solid and the guard going, "What was that noise?" which blew my mind as a precocious child. Or it could be as complex as cats vomiting everywhere in a tavern because they stepped in beer that spilled onto the floor and then groomed themselves and got alcohol poisoning because Dwarf Fortress is a full-on simulation of life inside the Garfield residence. Drew Garfield, that is. That's right, I get to call him Drew because we're buddies. I've divided my NPCs into 3 categories, but there will definitely be some crossover. Townsfolk, interactable VIPs, and enemies. enemies are Scrooge. It's the holidays, baby. These are usually your bottom of the barrel NPC ass.
I don't know how people can repeat and act like an NPC and keep a straight face. I don't really understand that trend. From what I understand is half the people that watch those kind of streams watch it for a joke, and then the other half have a genuine fetish and they're into that kind of stuff. So, you know, regardless, the person who's doing it is taking a dub and getting their bag, but at the same time, at what cost? Your own fucking dignity? Like, you look like a fool, bro. You're gonna get made fun of for the rest of your life. I mean, I guess, yeah, you know, you got your bag, but every single time you go out in public, you're gonna get made fun of. So, you know, it's each their own. Bro, what happened to the Mugen series? Mugen's done. Mugen's never coming back.
NPCs, talking about random people on the streets of Los Santos that are very easily angered and always want to fight you for some reason. Copy-paste townsfolk in Assassin's Creed that you're not supposed to kill, but you do it anyways, and the game is like, dude, Ezio wouldn't even do that, dude, stop! The general expectation with these NPCs is that even though your interaction is usually limited to just killing them in hilarious ways, you hope that
Dude, Just Cause is so fun, bro. Oh my god, Just Cause is so good.
At least react appropriately to
Oh my god, bro!
Whether this means running from explosions or gunfire, jumping to get out of the way of your car, T-posing in place and going, I'm not afraid! In a lot of games, townsfolk will only seem to exist wherever the player is and show like very little agency of their own. But Oblivion's Radiant AI system said, F that, these geniuses have schedules and jobs and lives and important things to say that don't make a lick of fucking sense.
Oblivion, in my opinion, is the best Elder Scrolls game. I have tried Skyrim, and I just can't get past the first, like, hour of the game. Oblivion, though? Oh my god, bro. Oblivion is so good. It's so much fun. Because it starts right away. Yeah, I understand Skyrim starts right away, too. But the way Oblivion starts is so much better in my opinion.
NPCs are often remembered and beloved and memed for the funny, haha, janky moments, but I'm bummed that Bethesda seemed to pump the brakes on the Radiant AI stuff after Oblivion because it can make for some really entertaining emergent gameplay. Unexpected things can happen and the varied routines and lives of each individual NPC can make the game world feel a bit more reactive and alive instead of every interaction feeling incredibly scripted. Speaking of scripted, Red Dead 2 has really great detailed NPCs.
Yep. Red Dead 2 did NPCs pretty well. I like the story mode for Red Dead 2. It's really good.
Get drunk and there's some level of interaction beyond just killing them because you can say hi or fuck off or rob them, even if none of it actually affects the design of the linear, boring ass missions. What the fuck? Who said that? Get out of my dojo. Watch Dogs Legion said, okay gamers, you can play as any NPC in this game and we're gonna give them
Red Dead 2 best game. It's pretty good. It's up there for sure.
Advantage of. And even though the execution of each simulated NPC's life ended up being a bit shallow, I think it's a really interesting twist on the traditional background NPC. In games like Majora's Mask or Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing or The Sims, each citizen is like an actual independent person that does not give a rat's ass if they inconvenience the player. It is up to you to cater to the NPC schedules, not the other way around, which I think would be pretty immersive, but also, it is the middle of the day. Why are you not at your store? NPCs having actual names and some level of interaction is a great segue into the next part of the video. Oh my god, NPC this, NPC that.
All right, Jake. All right, Jake. I get it. I get it. I get it, Jake.
Jakey, and Jakey. Off.
My audience is too young to use Rocket Money, Jake. That's why I'm skipping your ad. It's because my audience is a bunch of 12-year-olds. They can't get Rocket Money. They don't even have bank accounts. So I apologize for skipping over your ad, Jake, but it's just the sad truth. I have children watching and they quite frankly can't and don't care about your ad.
Above your generic background actor. I'm talking your talk to me exclamation point above my head looking asses. You know, characters with clearly better graphics.
Hey. So has anybody gone back and played Cyberpunk? Is it actually good? I've obviously heard stories and news and things like that where all these people are saying, oh yeah, Cyberpunk is good now. I have it on PC, bought it, played it for like the first week it came out and dropped it and never played it again. I never really experienced broken bugs. I thought the game was pretty fun when I played it, but I never really went back to it. I still got it though. I might go back and play it. I don't really know.
Quest givers, merchants, companions that offer you hints to puzzles that you didn't even ask for.
God of War Ragnarok, a dub-ass game, by the way.
A lot of the time you have to annoyingly wait for them to stop talking and then follow them to some destination to advance a quest. And usually they're walking at a speed that is neither your walk or sprint speed, so it's really frustrating to try to match their pace. This is a direct shout out to Bethesda. It is 2023. Why are we still doing this, Todd? A good interactable NPC has stuff like unique and memorable character design, consistent and thoughtful writing that doesn't sound like a 15-year-old.
Ew, Bloodborne, ew.
Performance that is believable or at the very least entertaining. Merchant from Resident Evil 4, Voss
Ew,
from
Resident
Far
Evil
Cry
4.
3, Wheatley from Portal 2, that fucking cat dude that lies to you in Skyrim, everyone and everything you interact with in Undertale. Can I get Toad on the screen? The entirety of Baldur's Gate 3, which probably has the best NPCs and companions of any game in the world of all time. The amount of times that this game actually takes into account the
I've heard so many things about Baldur's Gate, and it's definitely gonna get nominated for Game of the Year, but it's just not my kind of game. Like, it seems like a Diablo style game, and I'm just, I never really care about Diablo. Don't care. Not gonna play it. Have you ever played Undertale? I played like the first hour of it, but then I stopped. Resident Evil 4 is the best game ever. Everybody spam L Noah. Hey chat, can you guys spam L Noah? Okay, I need you guys to all just spam L Noah. I would greatly appreciate that.
Choices you've made, the relationships you've nurtured, the people in your party, the fucking items in your inventory. I feel like every person has a story about some time an NPC did something they didn't expect and surprised them, and I think those are some of like the best moments in gaming because they make the game world feel alive. Some of you might roll your eyes at this next example, and I totally get it, but I just still think about it all the time. In The Last of Us Part 2, NPC enemies who are actually really smart, they'll sometimes be put in
yes. Okay, I don't like Last of Us Part 2, but the one thing Last of Us Part 2 did really well is the gameplay, bro. The gameplay is so immersive. The AI's hella smart. Oh my god, bro. When you're in a tense situation like this, that shit goes hard. I will say, that's the one really good thing about Last of Us Part 2 is the gameplay and the AI, and when you're in the thick of it, bro. It's hella fun. Everything else, shit. Everything else, shit. Graphics are good, though. I guess not everything else, you know? But, I think at least we can both agree that Last of Us Part 2, pretty shit.
A down state where they'll like beg and plead for their life and be like, no, don't do it. And if you do any interaction other than kill them, aka walk away and do nothing, they will eventually magically stand back up and go right back to shooting you, because as smart as the AI is in this game, they only possess one potential end goal. Kill. This might be the most common type of NPC because they are a tale as old as time, jail.
Enemies. I have none of those, so I wouldn't know anything about this one. So explain to me, Jake. Explain to me, Nakey Jakey.
This grandma who keeps letting you out, you old bag of beans. Red dot on the map that wants to kill you. Goomba that wants to kill you. Doggies that want to give you a little kiss and then go. Good enemy design is dependent on so many potential factors. The shape, the size, the speed, the sounds, the color and scent of their blood. Is it green? I don't know. But I think a common trait shared among good video game enemies is a competent level of artificial intelligence. At the end of the day, it's all smoke and mirrors. It's just a question of how good of a magician the AI is. Halo's pioneered use of behavior trees for its fantastic ensemble of enemies makes the same 30 seconds of gameplay fun to repeat over and over because it's never going to play out the same way. Fear's enemies pioneered the use of goal-oriented action planning to give
I never played Fear. I heard these games are pretty good though.
That this squad is smartly and tactically working together to aggressively pursue yo little scared ass.
Oh shit, that was terrifying.
Emoji scripting and just stand around waiting for you to shoot them like a car.
See you guys, look, he's talking about Starfield. L Xbox. L Xbox. Hey, Monica, would you rather have infinite money but have John Wick hunt you down for the rest of your life, or be able to have 3 superpowers but have a immortal, unkillable, evil Superman hunt you down? Immortal, unkillable, evil Superman. I'd probably rather have the 3 superpowers, because one of my superpowers would be super speed, You know, let's just finish the video and then we'll talk about superpowers.
Carnival shooting
But I
gallery
picked the
mini
superpowers.
game. I'm sorry, but god damn it. It's 2023 and there are games from the 90s whose enemies are still running marathons around these guys. That pun is intended. Most of this stuff is above my pay grade, but if you're interested in learning about it, there's some really great videos by AI and Games and Game Maker's Toolkit that I'll put down in the description. I love enemies that will evolve and adapt to your actions and not just do the same predictable thing.
This game is so good, by the way.
Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War have some of the best enemies that can actually make even dying fun thanks to the Nemesis system. Not only will orcs adapt to certain actions if you do them too much, but they will remember who you killed and how you killed them and help you create these amazing little narratives within the game. It's a shame that
That's actually
Warner
pretty
Bros.
cool.
Patented the Nemesis system because having an interactable hierarchy of enemies is such a fantastic concept. A big
That's
thing
actually really
tying
cool,
into good
actually.
enemy design is
Why would you
difficulty.
trademark
And
that?
unfortunately, not
If
all
other games can do that, that'd be
approach
sick.
Increasing the difficulty with the same level of care. As much as I love some Bethesda games, they've always done the dumbass thing where increasing the difficulty doesn't actually change any AI behavior, but it just doubles their health and gives them more damage output. So now, instead of a mindless shooting gallery where you just go up and shoot people, you hide behind something and chip away at a bullet sponge for like 30 minutes, which isn't exactly my idea
it's
of
not
fun.
fun.
I'm sorry,
It's
I
not
keep
fun.
talking about Starfield.
Bethesda-
Clearly, I have a lot to say about it. But I think a
Damn.
game like Ghost of Tsushima
Well, maybe you should make a video about
approaches
that.
increasing the difficulty in a much more interesting way. where
Ghost of
the
Tsushima,
enemies
bro.
will actually become more aggressive.
This game is
Even though
lit.
Now they kill you in like 2 hits. You also kill them in like 2 hits. So it becomes this beautiful dance of passion.
Dub-ass game. Oh my god, he
precision,
kick. When do you get the
focus.
kick ability,
Play it
bro?
on
I want
lethal. That's
that.
the best way to play that game. I think we all know
I'm
that
playing on lethal. I played the game on lethal. That's me. Me. I play lethal.
the eventual future for NPC AI is AI. The implementation of shit like ChatGPT in existing games with mods is already super impressive and honestly really scary. But I could totally see AI becoming a super valuable tool within the toolkit used to create meaningful and interesting game worlds. It could make games a bit closer to having that limitless human brain dungeon master powering your interaction with NPCs. I just hope we
D&D
don't
would be
let
so much
AI
fun, bro.
become the death of meaningful and creative game experiences and just get completely procedurally generated ass creed games like every 2 hours. If you want more NPC centric content, I highly recommend checking out any Austin's videos where he does some investigative cyber journalism to discern the unemployment rate in Skyrim cities. I really love his videos. I don't know him, but I think he has a really unique voice.
The dub video by Nakey Jakey. Dub ass video. Jakey always been making really good content. I'll be right back, chat. I gotta go sip on some chalky milk. I'm gonna go grab it. I'll show you guys the chalky milk.